morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to contradict most of what was said today. Although my good friend Jonathan came 50 years ago to the Middle East, I'm born in the Middle East, I'm an Arab, I'm the only one in this room, and we see it a bit differently. First of all, oil is maybe the only commodity which is a weapon. We've used it several times against several people. We used it against Iran lately. We used it against South Africa. We used it against the United States in '73. And therefore, all the predictions, which are very nice, there's something called the black swan theory, where we least expect something. And in this case, we should expect it, because although the probability is small, the impact could be disastrous. What I'm predicting is that the price of oil is going to increase rapidly, not like in '73, where oil was at $1, and in 7 months we went to $12. I think this time oil will increase only 60%, but that 60% is very essential to certain players. The trouble with oil is that if you put 3 gentlemen in one room for 1 hour, they could come out with a solution where they can increase oil by 60%. Now, what does that mean for them as incremental cost? It means $3 trillion in the next 10 years. So, if you put 3 people in a room and they're going to make $3 trillion, I don't care if they hate each other or not, they're going to come to a solution. Let's remember what $3 trillion is. It's what China sweated for 40 years to put $3 trillion reserve. It's what America blew up in 3 wars, and a 2008 financial collapse. That $3 trillion changed the policy of America forever. Therefore, I think we must be careful. If we put Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Russia this time, not America, in the same room, they can do $3 trillion together. And my prediction, they will find a solution to make it. My good friend is talking about the religious wars. It's true, they're horrible today. But do you remember the Christian religious wars, the Inquisition? They were much worse than today. All religious wars do find a certain solution. When ideologically we were in the Cold War, and America was fighting Russia and was fighting China in the Cold War on ideological positions, we channeled that ideology and we regulated it in certain places. I predict the same thing in the Middle East. The ideological religious war will not end, but will be channeled, because the alternative of $3 trillion is too important to walk away from. So, using logic, like we heard this morning, has really never worked. We had the logic of Vietnam, we were wrong. We had the logic of Iraq, we were wrong. We had the logic of Afghanistan, we were wrong. We had the logic of the Arab Spring, we were wrong. Re-exit, we completely never expected it, and it's going to have tremendous effect. Therefore, just in 2 words to say, for you policymakers, sometimes you have to think out of the box. Sometimes you have to go against the grain. And in my position, because I see the 3 personalities, as my previous speaker spoke about personalities, history is affected by personalities, but up to 11. When they say Mr. Trump will come in, and we don't know what will happen. Completely wrong. First, I know personally Mr. Trump very well. I know also Hillary Clinton very well. I mean, there's no comparison. Hillary Clinton will break the glass ceiling and have an American woman in a powerful position. And this is the beauty of America. We can have a black man, we can have an American woman, we'll soon have a Jewish man, and it doesn't change anything. Because if you think that Mr. Trump will come in and you're going to be worried, everything he said will be forgotten. It's true, like my previous speaker said, Mr. Trump has no ideology. I know him personally. He has one ideology. He wants to win. When he knows he's losing on a path, he'll move away from it. He went 4 times bankrupt. He went in, he thought he'd make money, he couldn't make it, he went out. Therefore, don't worry about America. The beauty of America is, although the president sits on the most powerful chair in the world, this president is the most constrained president anywhere in the world. He has no freedom. If he goes too much out of line, we've already impeached one president, tried to impeach another one. We have enough balances and powers, and why we push for democracy is to put the constraints on when we get the wrong guy like Mr. Trump. Thank you very much.